What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear and crew here for Merrowstrand, episode 13.
Uh-oh, that's not a lucky number.
Yeah, no, this is going to be great.
According to my building, we go from 12 to 14. We don't do 13.
Are you serious?
Waved.
Your building has no 13th floor?
Well, it physically has a 13th floor. It's just not labeled 13.
No, it doesn't. Okay, it goes from 12 to 14.
It's where Bart,
13th floor is that big.
Bart Simpson's twin lives on the 13th floor.
No, literally, every New York elevator doesn't have a button 13.
Yeah, I do know that.
It's so good.
LA, they just don't build buildings taller than 13th floor anymore.
They're like, this is just gonna fall down anyways. So.
Yeah, they're like, you're limited to 9 floors. That's all you get, 9 floors.
I actually have a tent up on Feisty's property where I'm trying to take over. That's my slow con, is I make internet friends and then I slowly squat on their properties as the closer I get to them. They feel sorry for me letting me in their house one day. Before I know it, I'm eating all of their bananas.
Classic.
He tried that once at my house and Amanda just chased him off with a broom. Get away, brute! Get away!
Honestly, that sounds exactly like some people we've met at cons, unfortunately.
It's too close to home.
I mean, you'll fit right in LA. Everybody else lives on the side of the road in their RVs. So, I mean...
The truth is, every time that Radio has actually gone to kick his trash can, it's because that's where I'm streaming out of.
It's about to be where you're streaming into.
Oh, trash.tv. CaptainRoBear.
That is our official Diablo beer. You have to name your character Trash in some way.
This is true.
Join our clan.
I'm just so disappointed I can't be Trash Bear. That's all I want. But Bear's the second one where Trash is. Very disappointing.
It's pretty rude. Not gonna lie.
Honestly,
Inconsiderate.
in that trash can, you might get better, broadband internet than other places in LA. It's
You're not wrong.
Rough out there, man.
Yeah, it is. It's just a bunch of spaghetti they just threw on top of the town and said, "Here's your internet."
Fiber has not reached, or nor will it reach anytime soon.
So sad. So sad. Who's got big announcements they want to share with the stream before I get into the in the room?
I play Diablo now a lot.
Oh god.
I feel like we all could have said that in unison, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. Twirling Blades Rogue, baby. No, I guess I'm got 3 weeks left on our Cyberpunk Red series that we're doing on Fridays over on Magi RPG. So Omen is doing Omen things. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. So if you want to, check it out there. Cyberpunk Red, yeah. It's 8 Central, 9 Eastern start time every Friday for, I think the next 3 weeks for the show. So yeah, swing by. It's a good time. It's fun. It's all happy go rainbows. So yeah.
I saw somebody gifted me a sub for that channel. I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Cyberpunk and happy rainbows doesn't seem correct.
What do you mean? It's of course it does. Everything's great.
Opium Den, bro.
I didn't have trauma both episodes. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
My empathy isn't like real bad.
It's about to be my stream career, the Copium Den.
Oh. Oh boy. Yeah. That's it.
I'll be in Europe for the next 12 days, so fuck you guys.
I'm going to the lake. It's might as well be Europe.
He invited me, chat, and not anybody else.
Might as well.
A lot of European bikinis there on the Redneck Riviera.
It's unfortunately, sometimes there are.
And I'll be wearing one of them. No.
Yeah, so next week I won't be here unless you want me to wake up at 4 a.m. and play. I can do that.
Yes, absolutely.
That's totally viable.
Bife does all the time. I don't know what your problem is. If you wanted to play D&D, you
literally, like, honestly, I didn't even get that idea. My wife gave me that idea. She's like, "You just fucking wake up and play on fucking Tuesday. It's fine. It's fine." I was like,
bro, I'm sorry if I'm in Europe. I love playing D&D, but bro, I'm in Europe. Like, sorry. 4 a.m.
Well,
no, I'm sleeping.
You want to talk about really shitty internet? You can go back to the old world and where you're going to be.
Oh yeah, like we'll see how. Like I'll let you know on Monday how that fucking internet is and see if it's even worthy of being on a voice channel.
Eat pasta and pass out, my friend. You know,
that's my plan. That's my plan. It's gonna be. I'm gonna come back so much pasta. I'm gonna be this big.
He's joining the Pastafarian clan.
The Pastafarian. It's all gonna be gluten free because my wife is a glutard, so she can't eat gluten. So. But Italy is the most gluten-free gluten-free. I'm drunk. Sorry. Gluten-free friendly country in the world. Oddly enough, it's very weird.
That is wild to me.
They have a whole app and everything. Like you have to be registered as a gluten-free, like gluten-sensitive or gluten-free, thing, and you can like sit in front of whatever restaurant you're in, open up the app and like scan the restaurant and go, this one is not gluten-free.
I identify as a googly pasta as well.
As a googly pasta.
It's actually pretty
That's
wild.
pretty cool.
Like, yeah, most of the places are very gluten tolerant or gluten sensitive tolerant to gluten sensitive people. So we're pretty excited that she can actually eat pizza and pasta and stuff like that.
I was gonna say that's the one I'm most interested about, is you to tell me about your gluten-free pizza review. That's gonna be.
Oh yeah,
I'm very interested to hear, because I've had good gluten-free pasta. I've yet to try like gluten-free pizza that I was like, wow, that's okay.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
It's good. It's gonna be there.
We already have like 3 places out here for pizza and pasta separately that are like fucking bomb.
Nice.
So like I hope that Italy stands up to the test.
I went ahead and
find out
got
soon.
local pizza today because I knew that I would be up till sunrise and I would want something that isn't breakfast orientated. And I know that I'm not cooking for myself either because my eyes are going to be half open and bleeding from trying to finish Diablo. So I'm just being open with myself. My local goes, whoa, man, you're in here early. Like the whole normally I'm the last hour. I usually call like 9 o'clock, like right when the show ends or some shit like that. And I'm like, put me one in.
Is your local style like more pub style where it's like no crust and it's just all like more crackery, or?
It is a hybrid crust. It has flop, but it is deliciously charred, old school pizza oven. Very, very old original oven that's in it. If you want to see a picture of it, yeah, it's.
It was your Twitter picture that inspired me to make pizza tonight for dinner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it squares or slices?
Still slices, yeah. Still
Okay,
slices.
okay, so it's
They've
not-
been buying
it's not
from the
like-
same cheese merchant in Wisconsin, same monger for 70 plus years. Like all the toppings go under the cheese, so the vegetables are pristine that are there. They send a lot of produce back that they get, so it's like, oh. And I get the everything.
I would like to earn that title in Diablo, cheese merchant. I would like
Cheese
to,
merchant.
I would like
It's
to-
probably available.
I was gonna say there's got to be a challenge somewhere that unlocks cheese and merchant.
And they, obviously they write captain on the side, so that's a plus.
Of course.
But
I'm always like super interested on like who down the Mississippi follows that like pub style St. Louis style pizza and who doesn't. The St. Louis style is the square cut, no crust on the outside, very crackery.
Everyone
so I'm always,
here
like,
loves fucking thin crust and party crust. They fiend after it, but there are no local institutions that do it because if people do it, they just buy emos.
Yeah, because like in Minnesota, like Minneapolis, you get the traditional crust style, and then in St. Paul, you get that St. Louis style. So it's always like very weird how like the dichotomy of the two cities were.
Yeah. It's surprising that we don't have local that's like it, but like I always tell people, emos is I don't think about like when I want emos is that I want emos. Like I don't even think about emos as like a pizza. Like emos is emos to me because it's so different. It's so completely different than eating like regular pizza. It's it's Swiss, that's Provel, it's creamy, it's thin and crunchy. Like it's a totally different deal than like a traditional pizza. I have eaten nowhere else that makes a pie like Polly Eyes in my hometown. It's a true hybrid. Stacked ass toppings, Oh god, it's the fucking best. It's my deathbed meal. That everything pizza with extra sauce is my deathbed meal. Love it.
Ah, good.
Or in this case, your sunrise meal.
Could be my death as well. You never know. The people are talking about Diablo blood clots. Who's going to be the first one to go? And I'm like, well, yeah. I do fall asleep on my chair. That could just could be how I go out, man. Anybody else got real messages to talk about other than my
real mess?
Love for my other than my local pizza. No, not Tim. He's talking about me and my.
I'm talking about traveling around the world.
I know.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll just hop to the elephant. So if anybody was hanging out on Twitch this afternoon, we got a good little message about third-party sponsorships. And Twitch is going a little hard in the paint and trying to tell us what to do. So unfortunately, we've been given a deadline. Even though they said they're going to go back and reconsider their messaging, they're still going to tell us to do the same thing. They're just going to try to do it in a nicer fashion. But essentially, they're trying to tell me that I can only do this on 3% of my screen. Well, you know what? Which you don't pay the bills like everybody else does. So that's not how this is going to go down. So essentially what they're doing is they're trying to make us tell them who our sponsors are and work with their brands. They're trying to get a cut of our money, essentially. And you know what? Homeboy don't play that way. So guess what, community? We get to get back in the rowboat again. So I'm going to be taking the time, figuring out exactly what we're going to do. Reruns are going to stay on the Twitch channel. We're still going to have channel points over here, and we're still going to rerun all the content just like we normally do. The farm will continue over here no matter what. So there will always be the presence of it going on. However, the official live programming is going to go on a specific channel or two. So it's either going to go like it is right now, where it's split between Twitch and Kick, or it's going to go to one of them specific. So we're going to have ourselves a little town hall, find out where we want to plant our flag, and chart our course, my friends. So nothing new here. Same shit in the stream world. But thanks to people like Voodoo Ranger, I can actually stick around and make content. We love you, Voodoo! The official Voodoo Ranger channel will be moving to YouTube Gaming, so look for that in the next couple of months as they transition their community over there. So the mothership is officially hopping over to the tubes. We love that. We will support them over there because we love YouTube, baby. Also, to thank our patrons. Once I find the tab, but we know Shabby's always on top of the list. I remember that. And West Wolf is there, and
other names,
and everybody,
Leah, Feisty, Shy Flames,
West Wolf, the OG for
Actually, for Dave's sake's gone. I don't know where he's been disappeared.
Did Feisty forget to get rid of his Patreon again?
I'll never. I can't log in. It's I can't log in. I'll just have to cancel my bank accounts. It's just linked to just auto direct out of my bank account. The only way is just close up shop.
Shabby, West Wolf, Aaliyah, Caleb, Monica, 03, Feisty, Kim, Nick, Nor, Stokers. Thank you guys for being the $10 tier and above. And thank you to Jeremy and No More Nicks, Ronan, Bass, Yuta, and Arcane. Thank you all for your support. Thanks for paying the map bill, yo. Let's pick up where we left off last week. As the party tries to settle in to a nice long rest inside their new house on the shoreline. Unfortunately, to you all, was interrupted by unmarked assassins waking you from your slumber and launching you into combat. Several members going unconscious, you still prevailed and were able to retrieve one assassin alive. The other bodies being disposed of, and Christian returning this unconscious assassin back to the house. We pick up in the moments with the storm still raging outside with your new captive.
Hey, let's you got the manacles here. Let me show you how they work. He's unconscious, right?
Yes, he is unconscious.
And I'll walk over to him and slap the cuffs on his wrists. I don't know if we want to do his wrists together, but at least while we're dragging him in, and then we can figure out somewhere we want to. I don't know where we want to post him up in here.
You can use my room. I'm fine with that.
Oh, okay.
I'll drag him into the room and get like a chair and set it in the middle of the room and sit him on the chair.
Should we cuff him to the chair, or should we cuff him so that he can't run away? Like do his ankles together or something.
And that would probably be wise. His hands.
Oh, I got rope. Okay, that's what we'll do. I'll cuff. I take the manacles. I latch one arm onto one onto his arm, one onto his chair, and then I go run and grab rope, and come back and start lashing his legs to the chair as well. Yeah, this'll work.
Did we search him? Yeah.
No, that's right. Yeah, good call. Yeah, let me take a peek and I grab his teeth and I just pull his mouth open and I look inside his mouth. I've seen this before. Sometimes they put those little those little kill you capsules in the tooths. I make sure he doesn't try to off himself when he gets up. So I'll do an investigation to check for any suicide capsules or any weapons on him.
While you're doing that, Krak is literally like, you can see his head poking around the body from the backside of the chair, and he's like just reaching his arms around and just like rifling through his pockets.
Oh yeah, we were outside. Oh, okay.
Give you 18, but it was a 5 on the die.
Nothing but a normal dental record in there. You find nothing.
Ugh, I got worse. I got 17 for his pocket.
17 empty pockets, only the blades and the poison which you were already aware of.
He doesn't need these. I'll just hold on to these for now. These are gonna be mine for the time being.
We'll consolidate the 6 assassins, and we'll say that over the course of that battle, they used half of the poison that they had on them. So 3 full vials of poison for you, Krak.
We don't find that.
Nice.
I mean, it looks clear. His mouth, it just looks like he's got, actually like really nice teeth. Look at, he's got a gold one in there. Wow.
I'm glad you find his teeth fascinating.
Wow. Okay. This feels like it just got real. And I haven't done an investigation, like an interrogation like this in a long time. Have you ever done one of these?
Yes, but I want to know how they knew where I was.
Yeah.
Why come after me?
And they obviously knew that we was with you because they sent a whole frickin' armada in here.
Is everyone okay?
Oh yeah. Akiko, how are you doing?
I was still outside with Tarben. We were dragging away bodies and...
Oh my god, Akiko's gone.
I could go out the door. I could go out the door and said
Oh, God.
I mean, it seems like everybody seems like they're at least still on their feet and walking. Markos, you doing okay?
I'm slumped over in the corner on the rocking chair, exhausted, bloodied, just Merfolk blood and just worn out old man. Does it look like?
It looks rough.
You need to pick me up?
No,
Okay.
I am fine, Krak. Thank you.
Do you know why they're here, Markos? You had yelled something when you first arrived at them, but I don't recall what it was. In the heat of battle.
I'm sorry, my head is fuzzy from going unconscious and also forgetting what I said in that episode.
Concussions and almost death will do that.
If you could jar this memory from my brain, anyone, there was someone in chat, that would be fantastic. I do not remember what I said.
Couldn't find my notes.
It was some sort of... I don't recall specifically, but I don't know if it had something to do with the wardens. My meeting today didn't go well. But I don't see why they would send someone after me.
These are not wardens.
Clearly. But someone is behind this. Also, a neophyte.
Yeah, they definitely know you. Did you do you know of any like wanted? Do you have a bounty on you?
I wouldn't say a bounty per se. I have a debt that's owed. But
Have you been making regular payments?
I attempted my first payment today at the lodge.
Oh. Oh, okay. Well, so probably not tied to that then if we don't think these are affiliated with the wardens. Okay.
It could be. Anytime you deal with powerful or well-connected people, things can get messy if they feel you wronged them.
Yeah. That sounds right.
And I'm gonna get like a metal like tin or like maybe like a large candle, and I'm gonna light it. And then I'm gonna take a dagger, and I'm just gonna start heating up the end of the blade.
What are you gonna do with that?
I'm going to ask questions.
Oh, we're gonna do one of those kind of interrogations.
You can ask however you like, but you don't come into a place of peace and rest and try to murder an individual while they are sleeping. That is a coward's way.
Yeah.
So we will try an approach, perhaps a few, to see if we get answers. Mine might not work. Maybe yours will. But I want to know. And if this is something to do with me, well, I apologize for dragging you and the others into it. But something's not right. It's not adding up.
something that's really been bugging me is how the hell did they find us so fast? I mean, we just moved into this place. I mean, they had to have been tailing one of us. There's no way.
You had it run in today as well, correct?
Oh, well,
But they were here for me.
But maybe there's a tie-in there. Yeah, we was trying to go get some dinner, and we had a little tussle with some privateers, and dispatched some of those folk. But one did get away. So maybe, but I don't know how that would tie in to you necessarily.
One thing is sure is they seem to know about me in a sense, I suppose. But I suppose we could ask them.
You know, one other thought I had is I don't know who these folks are, and I don't know how devout they are in their beliefs, but I mean, they may just be mercenaries. They may just, coin may just talk as much as anything else.
I'm sure they were hired for this. Whether they're a part of a larger guild or cabal, that is yet to be seen. And I'm going to, while he's tied up, I'm going to start taking off like his armor and his shirt. I'm going to be examining to see if I can see any tattoos or any markings on his arms, on his hands, on his chest, on his back, and seeing if I can like see any markings or anything like that potentially.
Perception check.
Perception. 17.
It's been a long day. Strong shadows in the room. It's one of those where you think you see something for a second, and then you try to get the light source next to it. It's not what you think you saw. Unable to find any markings of origin.
Well, should we try to wake him up, or did you want to try to have a conversation first? Should we talk with the others?
I mean, I guess we got everybody here now.
Akiko and Tarben are still outside.
Oh, yeah, maybe we could go get them and just at least get everybody in the same room so we're all on the same page. Yeah, I'll stick my head out the window. I'll run to the window that's open. That the dude had jumped out of. Stick my head out.
Before you haul her out, we're gonna let them do their thing.
So, how many did you have in there?
I had 3 when I woke up. There's
you
a few
sure
more
looking.
pieces now. Honestly, it wasn't the most restful sleep I've had. I was kind of lucky that I was in the middle of a nightmare when one of them stabbed me.
Did you lucky and stabbed? Not really something I hear in the same sentence.
When an assassin springs on you in the middle of the night, you're lucky you wake up being stabbed and not waking up in a different plane of existence.
That's true. I guess you did wake up, but you said you weren't getting good sleep? Just new place. It's pretty nice. You need more beds?
No, the beds are fine. Just unfinished business is all.
Seems to be a lot of that. You didn't hear them say anything while you were in there, right? Because ours, well, he didn't even do much.
Probably dumbfounded by your electricity.
That or the gator.
Ah. You had Pow with you.
He's a hell of a good teammate.
Pretty sure he's the reason Bud's still alive.
He might be the reason why a lot of us are alive, to be honest. Between that and Markos healing. I mean, I think I felt that before I heard most of the other stuff.
Definitely proves a better ally than the snack I took him for when I first saw him. I'm glad I didn't eat him.
Me too. Guess we gotta maybe patch that hole and get inside.
If you want to check on them, I'll stand watch out here. Don't feel comfortable being in the house with no one on guard.
I don't want to leave you.
Trust me, if any more of them come, you'll hear the bodies hit the fall of the wall long before they have a chance to strike at me.
See, we just bought that place, and that's why I'm worried about it. But I'll go check in on them, get some snacks, maybe a blanket, and we'll watch this place.
Tarben just looks at the window that he fell through and tries to pick up pieces of siding from falling on his ass outside of it.
Maybe I can put these back if I can find a hammer.
By the way,
sure Krak
tropical
knows where
storm
every
is
tool is.
raging outside.
It feels really nice though.
I love me a good tropical storm, you know? Yeah.
Tarben's the kind of bear to sit there and just let the rain fall on his fur and wash all the blood away. And he's,
I saw it.
It's literally just a boat.
I was thinking
all
that
over
as you
again,
guys were
when
having
it was,
this
like,
conversation.
storming on the boat, and you're just like sitting on the deck. This is like same feeling right here.
Heffalumps and woozles.
All right, I'm gonna go inside and come check in on everybody else. Except for it says I'm colliding with walls.
Like as you're walking in,
So I'm
Bud's
not.
head sticks out the top. Hey, we're getting ready to wake this guy up. You guys want to come play a good cop, bad cop with everybody?
Yeah, who's the bad cop?
We don't know yet.
That sounds about right. My vote's on Pal.
Want me to tear him limb from limb, I'll come in. If not, I think I'll stay here in the rain a little longer.
Markos is going to lean out and see you out there, like picking up a piece of broken shutter and like looking at it. Get your ass inside. Come.
Fine, I'll do what Markos fucking Kosta wants.
Doing out there.
Where are we gonna fit Tarben?
I'm gonna do one of those things where he's just kind of outside the door.
You ain't going this way, bitch.
That's why I was wondering, like,
Look at that.
if we could take care of
very
anything, could
full
Tarben
room.
even get in the hallway?
Like
His
every
head is
other
just, like,
fucking
sticking in the
giant
door.
does. We turn fucking sideways.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you think I get on an airplane?
And I
It's not
wiggle
walking
in.
fucking forward.
This is honestly the most menacing crew.
There is 1 5-foot square of empty space.
That's for our breathable oxygen.
Shutter doors open behind the bear. You're getting the backdraft.
I feel like,
Furry haunch out the
Oh
window.
my god.
I feel like this
Yeah,
is
we
perfect,
probably
except for
smell
he's going to be in the center
terribly.
of the room, and I think Pal would be on the. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he's going to be in the center of the room.
Yeah, there you go.
Strategically placed for advantage.
Before we wake him up, does anyone want to ask questions or care how we proceed?
I guess my first question would be like, man, what did I do to you?
Oh,
I
Him?
okay.
Oh, we're talking like questions between each other, or
No, I get what you're putting down now. Yeah, you're saying like that would be your first question to him. Would be like, hey, man, what?
Yes.
Yeah, what?
yeah.
But honestly, I could see a question you would ask to some of us. So, yeah, I think you can understand the confusion.
That's a good.
perhaps.
Yeah.
I think they
Ponder on
were.
that one before I ask it, just in case somebody answers that they shouldn't.
Of course, Krak.
I guess before we get started, my only other question for you, Christian, is you're a little close to this. I mean, one of the worst things you can do in these interrogations is let them play you. I mean, you seem like a cool, calm, collected guy, but I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed off are you?
I'll be fine.
Is there an insight button?
Perception.
Perception.
Make your roll, Christian.
The power of the roll compels you.
What is this? Is this like diplomacy? I don't know.
That is up to you.
Mm.
Depends on whether you're lying or not.
Let's see. I see
There's
deception.
the grand old deception. You can roll it as a private.
Yeah, it's deception or diplomacy.
Yeah.
Ooh, you rolled it private. Yeah, if even
He's-
RoBear can't see it.
No, I DM can see it and we have it split.
Yeah.
So see, look at this beautiful of having the roll log split. It's just a question mark.
I fucking love that. This module's so fucking cool. Like I was like, because it's like, oh, my DM can see it, and then you can. It's so fucking sick. Anyway, sorry.
Bud, the man's tough to read. Speaks in the same speech pattern, whether he's been under pressure or not, and doesn't speak without his helmet. No facial features to depict or get a clue on like you normally do. But you feel like the more time you spend with him, you crack the code. But you don't have it yet.
Hey, look, I'm just. It's more just wanting to give you tips, but I got your back, and I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like this might be something that you want to start with. I mean, it's pretty personal to you, so you're the ones that has the most pressing questions, and we'll just be here to back you and just kind of see how it goes.
There will be pain with my technique,
I mean,
and you
I'm
all
not
should
upset
be
about
aware of that. And if that's an issue, you can leave.
I'm more concerned about fatality. You don't plan on killing this guy, do you?
Depends.
I do.
Ideally, after I get the information, why would I let him live?
I mean, I don't want to be real dark here, but I just learned some tricks, and I can kind of keep him going. He's not gonna die. He's just gonna be in a pain for a long time.
None of this is going to take place. We'll give him his death. We will not torture this man. Treat him like a pig. Someday you will be treated like a pig.
I already was given up to the slaughter in my bed. You can have your justice. I will have mine.
You will do nothing, Christain Geller. You can find your information, but you are in my town now. You can keep your dark practices where you came from. Ask him your questions, and you will make it swift.
The head, the armor, the face just stares in Markos' direction as his right hand is still heating up the blade. And then he takes the blade and he kind of just like puts the tip of his thumb like on it and just kind of wipes it for a second, just like light spark with the armored gauntlet. And then he slams the blade into the table. Fine.
Krak leads into Bud and goes, I didn't really want to do that anyways. That seemed wrong.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I was just like trying to offer it up to the group, but man, inside that didn't feel good.
You're my favorite, Krak. You're truly my favorit.
You guys got stuff together.
Krak, the real human experience. This feels good. I feel good doing this.
I'll bring you back, but I don't really want to.
So I guess, we try to like wake this guy up, slap him on the face a little bit.
Give him the one
splash
HP
water
slap.
on him.
The 1 HP
Yeah.
slap.
Yeah. Go boop, boop.
You give the boop the snoot. Part of the bandana and hood kind of rolls over, revealing a almost crew cut. Not much hair left there. You can see dark brown with these crystal blue eyes. Looks young. 20s maybe, early. And it's almost as if there's no haze in between you bringing him in and out of consciousness. It's just like a snap. And those eyes stare back towards your helmet, Christain. Silence.
Who are you?
Empty stare back in you. Doesn't deviate at all. The room is full. There's a looming presence stacked up and over like a movie theater, like the old ones where it was just people right on top of each other. Roll diplomacy check. -4.
Reaction clue in, because he's my lead. I can give him a +1.
-3.
So there you go. Oh, that 20 was right there.
Aw.
That looks about right.
Fair enough. Why are you here? Why are you trying to kill me?
Diplomacy check. -4. Remember, you have tools. Everyone, just a reminder that we are still inside of this game that requires help and assistance from your friends.
Yeah, I'm doing my clue in again, but I'm assuming you took that into account for his -4. Or
I'm giving you the penalty, or I'm giving him the plus. That's why he was only a 3 the last time.
right, okay. So then I will reaction clue in again.
And remember to try to RP your action as best that you can.
Oh, my action, I got scolded by Markos, so it's like there was some shit I was gonna do and Markos scolded me, so now I'm trying it early on his way.
Look, we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on, man. You break into this house. You're coming after our friend. We're just trying to get to the bottom of what's going on. You're a mercenary just like the rest of us. We do a job we get paid for. I mean, just looking for simple information.
15. Silence. Unwavering stare that doesn't even glance over at Bud. You guys are nowhere near the DC. These are all critical failures.
I'm rolling pretty poorly.
Look, I'm gonna be real with you. The man in the mask, we had to convince him to not just start cutting you up. So, I mean, you might want to do yourself a favor and at least give us a little bit of information. Who you working for? Why are you here? I mean, because if we just let him go to town, you ain't leaving this place, man.
When you say mask, he glances over in your direction. Diplomacy +2.
I will use an advantage card because. Well, wait. Can we? Is this cards from last combat? Are they reset?
Oh yeah, you're out of combat, buddy.
Okay. I will use an advantage card. I will also use. Now, I will use my clue in to give myself, because naturally when I'm investigating my lead, so
Diplomacy +3.
Yep. Okay. Oh, diplomacy is not my strong suit. Son of a bitch.
How is diplomacy as an investigator not one of your
Yeah, it's society is my my large one that I've gone towards, right? That because he's a brainiac. He's not necessarily the face character.
I love that.
Yeah, isn't that lovely? Untyped to add pursue lead. Keep higher. An 18.
Oof. Critical failure.
Oh no.
You called me a neophyte. You're not like my armor or my practice. Do you think I'm your lesser?
He raises his chin up and lets that bandana fall down and exposes his neck and just turns his head sideways. You guys have failed 3 times critically.
Doesn't sound like he's talking.
No.
Real tight-lipped folk.
Right. Well, I grabbed the knife off of the table and I stab it into his leg. Oh, I missed. Sorry.
When he sees you stab the leg, the trident and the room goes black. You pick up roughly an hour later. As Markos has disposed of the body. No answers. And a tenseness inside the room for the entire house over what transpired. Those are just brutal rolls, guys.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, my diplomacy is not terrible, but you got a -4. It doesn't help. DC's rolls are bad.
So curious to what it was.
DC 26 failed, and it goes to 28. It fails again, it goes to 30. And it's over. Markos is gone. He does not return. After disposing of the body.
Got a little carried away there, Christian.
No. I'm fine. I didn't get carried away. I believe Markos is bound to a code. As a protector here. And in my ways, I'm bound to a code as well. Where I'm from. As a protector. But there are lines I don't think he crosses, perhaps. I'm from a place that, well, it's a little bit wild in some aspects, what I do. And with this training and voiced focus, there needs to be a bit of ruthlessness, a bit of vanity, some professionalism, I guess, if you could call it that. But where I'm from, well, my armor speaks for itself. Here in a place like this, maybe I overstepped, sure. But they came into this house and tried to kill me and you and everyone else. So I will not apologize for trying to find answers. And if there are repercussions, so be it. But I am not beholden to him. Maybe that changes.
It also doesn't just affect you, it affects all of us now. We're all in this now.
Which I've apologized for. I'm sorry. I wish I had answers, but... well... clearly we don't.
Well, I think there's still some answers that can come from this, because I've tried talking to you a handful of times now. Figure out what's your deal, what you trying to do. And I just get met with the stone wall. So I think now's the time that you need to let us know, what's your deal, man? Why are these people after you? I mean, I know that you don't know the exact answer, but I mean, I know the people that are trying to kill me and off me. Luckily, they're not here. Luckily, they don't know where I'm at, but at least I know. So, you know, a little bit of courtesy and telling us at least something. I mean, man, we can even help you. This is like literally what I do. I go around and I try to uncover what the story is. So, I mean, if you give me something to go off of, maybe we can figure this out together. But if you just want to go at it by yourself, I mean, I don't know. This might not be the group for you.
Well, I feel bad for what happened. I don't know if this correlates with the reasoning I'm here. As I stated before, I'm here because I am paying off a debt to the Warden's Lodge for things I did in a land far, far from here. The likelihood that this is related to that, unlikely. Possible, but unlikely. I received just punishment.
And that's the only reason you're here.
Yes. I am not one to be involved with a group very often outside of my order, the Dragon Knights. I am not. Occasionally, we work together to fight bigger threats, whether it be larger monsters, hordes of smaller creatures, the occasional mercenary group, whatever it may be. But it is not a commonality. So being here with you all and sharing a home, I'm more of a nomad. This is all new, uncomfortable. Personally, I don't like it, but I have no choice. You want some pieces? My debt to the Warden Lodge. 15 years service. Irrevocable. I am theirs. Whatever they have me do. There was a mix-up today. I was there. The individual I was meeting thought I was there at Markos' behest until he read the letter, and things changed.
And this was the letter
lesser.
about your debt?
Yes. Now, I'm sorry if I don't tell you everything there is about me. I don't know you that well, but you all fought for me and bled for me, and for that I will do the same. And I am sorry for each and every one of you that, for whatever reason, this group came here tonight to take my life. And perhaps maybe you were all bystanders in that because you were here. And as long as I'm in this group, should this continue, I will do my best, as I've done, to uphold that bond, to keep you protected, safe as best as I can, until my final breath and Olroshan calls me home. And that just has to be good enough for now. And if you want me to leave, I will go. I'm more comfortable alone anyway.
I'm not going to speak for everybody. I don't want you to go anywhere. I want to help. I want to find these bastards that thought that they could take us all on, take you on. Just there's a shroud of mystery around you, and now that it's one thing to brush it off when you're just being a mysterious person, but when you got people that are trying to kill you, you understand it puts me on edge. I'm sure it puts everybody else on edge too.
I'm sure. But I can only apologize so much. Nor do I know the reasoning why they're really here. But if you're offering your services, sure, I'll lean into that. But I don't know much. They're skilled, they're coordinated, highly effective, trained well. They're not just some off-the-street merchant crew of mercenaries. This was a coordinated effort. They knew where I was, and I have been in this house one night. So either they've been following me, or following one of you, or tipped off by whoever you bought this from, or any of the other individuals we interacted with up until this point. I don't know.
Yeah, lots of unknowns. I think
There's
the
one
fact
place to start. It's not like we hid the fact that we invited you to this house. We sent a message to the guild hall. You said that your meeting took a turn. I think it goes back to that.
Perhaps it was a thought. This individual, it wasn't sour, it was there's a look. Tarben, I feel you probably know this look. When a warrior looks at another warrior and compares, and there's a sense of respect or duty. There's an aura about them. I have a keen eye for it. And I can tell you've been in many battles, and you still fight some today. And with this meeting, I felt that sense until I gave him the note. And much how I feel this punishment is, my honor, my duty was stripped away. I don't think this individual sent individuals to kill me, but it's possible. Markos seems to trust him. And the stories, the things I've looked into, they seem like a capable individual.
Not him, it's a large organization. There may be more than just he who knows what you did and what your punishment was. I'm not gonna ask, because it's none of my fucking business what you did to get yourself into this shit. You stepped up to pay for it. Somebody sounded like they wanted to make you pay for it sooner.
This felt more like neophyte.
Yeah, what is that?
This felt more like a disagreement in viewpoint.
Perception
I
check
feel-
for everybody still inside the room.
God. We are rolling like hotcakes.
I got a good modifier.
New scene.
Hot cakes or hot garbage?
Kiko.
Akiko
The
is bored of this whole
only-
conversation. She's just
Silent
like,
in the corner. I'm getting pissed off.
The only
lie.
success.
I'm glad y'all can't see my face. This shit pissing me off.
Kiko, you know that the mask is gone.
Which mask?
The mask Christian wore earlier during the day when he was out of his armor.
The
When I
porcelain
first
mask?
saw him, something's just not.
speak your mind, Akiko.
How far is that getting us? Speaking our mind. What? If you're not going to give us any solid answers, like I'm not.
What answers
not-
do you want? You know as much as I do. He didn't speak. I was going to ask more questions, but
What happened to your mask?
what mask?
I'm just gonna kind of just like turn my hair, just this little ear flick of just annoyance.
What mask?
You keep saying you don't want help, but you're here. You still came here. You still followed us. With us.
Yes.
At what point are you going to tell us what's going on? Who are you?
I am Christian Geller. Dragon Knight from Kalendor.
I
What
didn't
else would
ask
you
for
like to
your
know?
Business card.
This is not a mask. This is a helmet. This
Then that's
signifies.
not what I was talking about.
Then what were you talking about?
Your mask. There's no other way of going around this. We keep having to just peel apart layers and see you shrug it off. And you seem to be pretty in the center of a lot of things right now. And as much as we've stuck our literal necks out for you, we're met with walls. And I understand. You're a lone wolf. You're mysterious and quirky whatever. You got cool tattoos. I get it. But Markos almost died. Right here. A few of us have almost died. So, the temper tantrum of I want to be alone and sultry is just, it's ridiculous. If you really wanted to just do this on your own, you would have walked out the door already.
Could I have her roll like a diplomacy check on that?
Sure. Actually, no. Intimidation.
Actually, no.
How about no?
Actually. Okay, you said. Oh, he's rolling intimidation on me?
No, you're gonna
Roll
roll.
intimidation.
I'm rolling intimidation. Oh, cool.
You got bard shit. Is there a bard? Can you boon yourself?
Not the same as
No.
No.
I don't know.
I mean, even the whole, like... I'm also, that's not the time to awaken anything angry.
Maybe it is.
I don't...
Hey, don't come at the dragon's throat if you don't want the heat.
Oh,
okay?
I forgot. By the way, you're in the storm, so
was gonna say-
advantage on your intimidation check.
All right.
Ooh.
21?
Just to give you an idea of where DCs slide inside of our game, right now as a what are we, 5th, 6th level character, our DCs float at about a 25.
Got it. I think Christian just kind of like sits there for a second and he just kind of looks at you. I was you have to earn respect, Akiko.
And you don't?
I do. You're right. And my respect is earned in the battlefield in the days to come. This incident, I don't believe is tied to why I'm here. And I've told you why I'm here. Pay a debt. But if it will help appease individuals, my order is strict. We have a lot of weight when to achieve what I've achieved. I've done my pilgrimage to the top of the mountain. I spoke with the dragon. I partook in the ritual. I was given clarity and gifts. You take the life, and you start the path. And that path is winding and never-ending. And permanent. And I was sold, in a manner of speaking, to royalty. I was to be married and have a station. I was not about the marriage per se, I don't believe. It was about having a dragon knight in their pocket, so to speak. And this goes against every fiber, you do not contain a dragon. You quake underneath its wings. So, I did what I was trained to do, what I am duty bound to do, and I followed the path. And I left. I refused. Like I said, when you deal with powerful, connected people, their influence is vast, even in my homeland. And so an accord was struck, where I believe he gained political favor and various, well, I don't necessarily know, perhaps some sort of political favor, connection, whatnot, and I was sent here, bound as a recompense on a contract to the other side of the world, away from everything I know, to serve this place and this lodge for 15 years. And to clarify, my order, we serve the people. The point of the journey, of the pilgrimage to the peak, of the grueling weeks I spent in the snow, surviving, to make it to the top, to pass the final tests, to hear the dragon's roar, and to truly ascend, is so that I serve no man. I serve only the land and what I reside within. So I walked the path I was supposed to, and still ended up here, a slave. So yes, this is punishment. And I hope that satisfies all of your questions. Now, if you would please get the fuck out of my room. No, I'll go. And I just leave.
Maybe he just needs a moment.
I feel sorry for our friend Christian. The gods are so angry where he's from. To justify a protector, to use vicious means. It's a harsh land. You'll learn something out here. That's why they called him a neophyte. The baby dragon needs to learn a few things.
Yeah, that, I was kind of thinking on the similar line there. Something to do with this new charge of his. I don't know, maybe we just need to just take a beat, rest on this, give him his space, and pick this up in the morning. I mean, I've got connections. We can start running down, see if I can figure out who has any hits out, knows who these ninja warriors could be. I don't know. We got options. And I don't know about you guys, but he's He's upsetting and he's infuriating and he is mysterious and he likes to withhold information, but he also does seem to be a person of honor. And
Person of honor? Did he just stab someone in front of us?
I mean,
And talk to us about respect in the battlefield? Did we not do anything these past couple days? He's a stubborn teenager who wants to sulk and be alone.
can you not relate?
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't mean that. I meant that in a way of, do you not remember when you was that way? We all went through that.
Roll a diplomacy check.
I'm sweating.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Yeah, the oracle about to come out, but you better do it. You better do it.
Way. No fucking way.
Krak is doing everything in his power to just bite his tongue. You can see him just in the corner going, don't say anything.
Somehow becoming the literal frog inside the frog's throat. You're able to get out just in time.
Let's just take the night. Let's just take the night. Everybody sleep with one eye open.
I'm just gonna cross my arms and push right past, go to the room, and I'm mumbling, treat me like a demon. I'm grown.
As you push past Tarben, he goes, "What the hell were you talking about with the mask? He was wearing his fucking mask."
That's his helmet, not a mask.
I'm gonna look at Bud. What the fuck is she talking about?
Talking about the porcelain, the fancy mask that he had.
And if only someone would have said that to me in the room.
I'm just looking around the room.
You remember the ornate thing that he had, the white mask that he was wearing?
Oh, we saw him on the street.
Yeah. I don't think anybody knew what was going on during that part of the conversation except Akiko. Fuck, I really dropped the ball on that one.
Well, none of us are perfect, and I'm tired and still bleeding a little, so I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yeah, me too. And as I go to call Pal, I see that Pal is not there and has gone and followed Akiko. Oh, not you too, buddy.
He just probably wants this thunder buddy.
Oh, I guess I earned that. I earned that. I'll sleep. Man, this nice little oasis I built here is looking awfully lonely. So I close my door to try one last sweet talk for Pal. I just hear the hiss from the other room.
The gator is. It says so much.
Yeah,
I
okay.
bet it's Bud sitting there looking at the lava lamp
It's just like, oh,
on the edge of the bed. Oh.
oh. Yeah, well, hope he's getting good scritches at least.
Guess I'll be my own pal tonight.
Oh, it's so good.
She's sitting there venting to him. This fucking guy. Can you believe this, pal?
Christain, where have you gone?
Oh, man. Outside.
Sad bear in the rain.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, and like, yes, he was just attacked, but I think he just goes through a stroll, like on the docks, like just kind of regathering himself, because he let his emotions rise towards the end of the conversation, and he's frustrated with himself that he did. And so he's just kind of goes on his own. And if I can find like a park or something like that's more naturey than like big city, like I think he's just kind of looking for like a small piece of home, of just, you know, he's uncomfortable and frustrated. he knows that there's something going on, and he got these individuals in trouble somehow and almost got them killed. Yet he, contrary to what people want to what he sees people wanting to believe, he has no idea why. So I think, yeah, he's looking for just that little getaway, that little slice of just like, so like he can go and just literally, like, even in the storm, he's comfortable with the storm and the elements. So find a place to just meditate and just try to like recenter himself.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna add or do anything, because like if this is a bad roll, it also makes a lot of sense. 20. Yeah. Subpar.
The rain pounding on your armor. It's kind of like your own moment of zen, like being inside of a barn or a house with a tin roof, zoned in on your own thoughts. You're able to find that little bit of respite between palm trees and grass. A small park that's on the edge that overlooks the ocean. You can see the massive waves that are rolling in. Lightning strikes. See in the distance. Roll a perception check.
Oh. 29.
You can see in the distance with these massive 40-foot waves that are coming in and crashing and rolling through. You can see Merfolk in the distance riding these waves. As if it was a sunny day with great surfing weather for a human. They are out amidst the storm. There are some shallows between the waves where you actually catch a peak or two of some of the largest buildings in Merrowstrand. The troughs go that low as the waves come and crash through. You're in a very different world. How long do you stay here?
A while. Partially because he needs to. But also because he wants to make sure everybody else has time to. He needs a space. And so he's waiting long enough where he feels like people will either be asleep or
noted.
And just to add, as I sit there and watch as kind of cross my legs and sits upright, very rigid, very practiced, as he just kind of stares out and watches this almost collision of chaos and serenity, and he kind of hones in on that, and he feels a bit of the peace return, but with that, the power and vanity as well, that pull, understanding that things can happen as a Dragon Knight depending on how much you lean in to those emotions. And so he meditates and he replays over and over and over again his pilgrimage, standing at the base of this massive mountain, soaring to the skies, almost perpetually surrounded by clouds and fog. You can't see to the top. 80% of it covered in snow. A large draconic statue stands at the base. It cuts to him fighting off a pack of wolves somewhere on the mountain with nothing but a makeshift dagger, cooking said wolves around a fire, swimming across the stream to reach the other side in frigid temperatures. No armor. Before eventually the long staircase, crude, that go on forever, disappear into the clouds, into the mist, the wind howling like that of immense dragon wings, beating back, pushing you back. And each step closer and closer and closer until he comes out of it, inhales deeply. His lights flash a subtle blue with some arcane lightning. And then he just watches for a bit before he gets up and starts to head back.
Go ahead and make another survival check.
Ho 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 ho.
26.
Finally, with a clear head, you remember this spot. First spot that you felt comfortable dwelling since you've gotten here. Like all good small parks are. Tucked and hidden away from most of the tourist view. It's a good place. You can clear your mind. Still with that storm raging. You make your way back to the house. It's been 4 hours since everyone else laid down. Come back to a quiet house where I assume everyone else is all long gone to sleep.
And murdered. We've all been murdered while he's been gone.
Imagine.
Yes, I am going to sleep.
Tuck in for sleep.
Yep.
Everybody's finally out of your fucking room.
Great. And I just, one last thing, just to close out this, I get back to the room and, close the door. He just stares at the walls around him. And he just kind of like adjusts his breastplate. And he goes over to where the chair is. And he looks at the pool of blood. It's mostly dried now from the stab wound that he did. And he takes the chair, he just pushes it aside. And he stares for a little bit before eventually he grabs a rag and he wipes it up as best he can. And then he sits, takes off his armor. And he sits with his sword leaning against his bed next to him. And he doesn't lie down fully, but sits with his back to the wall, almost like a chair would be, but on the bed. And he leans back. And he kind of has his head tilted towards the door before he finally nods off with his hand right next to his sword.
As rest finally takes you, we transition to further away inside the city. You all do not see this as players, as your characters. But at the table, Markos is inside of Sailor's Heart, Warden's Lodge. Standing inside the room, heaving, furious, hulked up and on the ground is a beaten Zerlian. The Warden Lodge Master. As Zerlian is picking himself up off the ground slightly. I made a bad assumption. That is the problem. You made an assumption. Kicks him as hard as he can in the ribs. As he's pulling himself up again, backing away. I thought you sent him. That's why I gave him the mask. You thought wrong. Hits him again as he's backing up against the wall. They came for him, and he knew nothing. His friends knew nothing. Could have killed them all. I'm sorry. Sorry isn't good enough, Zalian. We will speak nothing of this. Tomorrow you will step down. You are not master of this lodge in Sailor's Heart. You do not deserve that honor. And for Christain, it will be my responsibility now. Sailor's Heart has disgraced this opportunity. But you will find out who are these unspoken and what shit you have caused and deserved up here. For people to be tracking neophytes of your lodge. Do I make myself clear? As he's gonna pick up Zerlian by the collar and hold him up. Yes. And that lightning is going to strike as he throws and he breaks that neophyte new member mask on the ground, shatters. And I'm going to let everybody refill their beverage.
Oh, jeez.
What the fuck?
Ah!
What an interesting scene.
Ah!
Oh, man.
I gotta go
They
pee.
thought you
I'll
were
be back.
they thought you were an issued new member, so he slapped it on you and didn't tell you shit.
Huh.
Made you a target.
Interesting. Man, this could go so bad as well. If I find out things in the wrong context, because I will say this, even before that, in my head, Christian is thinking, man, because I don't know Markos very well. He seems honorable. There's a lot that he does like about him. But man, he was really quick to silence that guy. And to me, I was like, that. There's like a little tickle in the back where I'm like, man, he was real quick to shut that guy up. Like, he wasn't talking, but he slit that throat real quick. I'm like, oh, like, I don't know, man. That's fucking deep, though. I love it. Oh, man. That's good. Oh. Also, nice job, Rocker. I loved the...
I wanted so hard with a specific goal to frustrate you enough to just start talking.
No, I mean...
Because it's like, cool, if I just ask one question, you answer it, and then I have nothing else to go on. Like, I wanted just tension.
It was perfect.
No, it was good, and like the role like was well enough, and I think I don't know, it was to a point where it's like, look, I got plenty of secrets in the bag, but
Yeah.
you know, it's like I got to give you like clearly I got to give you guys something. so Christian was like, fine, like, you know, I'll tell you this, like, and he doesn't like to talk about it or bring it up, you know, because he's not happy with the situation, and then, you know, he speaks about it and he's fucking pissed off because he had to fucking think about it. And God, I don't know, we're gonna see how things go though, because it's gonna be testy.
Oh my gosh.
By the way, I posted inside of Merrowstrand what a leveled DC looks like. So if it's something that scales versus something that is static,
Cool. Dude, nice fucking job. Ice.
Grumpy. That's
so
what I was
good.
telling him as I was trying to like frustrate him just talking. And
Perfect.
more talking.
Oh, it was so good. It was absolutely what was needed.
And I think it creates just like a good, I don't know, line of I'm pretty frustrated.
Hell yeah, it does. Fucking Markos.
Crazy.
Markos knows.
Fucking Markos.
Markos knows.
he knows what the mask is, but he doesn't know who the people are.
Right. I mean, and that's, you know, what is going to be very interesting to see how this pans out. What do we get told in the morning? What do we need to go find out on our own? Like, there's lots of stuff, lots of different ways this could pan out. Bud has
It's
to
a good
apologize to
juxtaposition. But it's yeah, because I mean, Markos laughed whenever Christian said, "Am I supposed to apply at the Warden's Lodge here?" No.
Yep.
Now he's taking him as his responsibility.
Your ass belongs to me now, Geller.
Didn't realize I was going to kick the shit out of my own faction leader in the first handful of episodes. It's good stuff.
So fucking cool though. I like these facets of Markos that we're seeing. It's very interesting. He's a complex character. He's like an onion. We're just peeling layers.
He's a Shrek.
The
Ooh, pal.
layers.
Yeah.
Pal has quite the range for
God,
a gator.
The
Yes. Yes.
Hal is
Best
actually the
DPS
lead
build
of
I've
this
seen.
campaign.
Yeah.
He's our damage. He's the ultimate companion animal. Great snuggler for a gator.
Dude,
Sorry, guys.
buddy.
I love a complex, deeply rooted character. So
who, you? No.
Oh, I thought we were still talking about Pal. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's I love Pal.
So I read this and now I'm very upset. I totally forgot. So it's something I need to remember. And actually, I guess we need a ruling on this. A part of my streetwise background is that I can use my society modifier when rolling diplomacy.
Yeah, you should probably read your character sheet.
But I don't know if that applies all the time because it says specifically when to gather information.
You should not talk yourself out of things and probably just go, hey, I got this background.
I totally forgot that was an ability that I could swap. But now that I have that remembered, I'll just know to
not gathering information.
right, exactly.
So I see that you have some cheap cigarettes on you. Not from this part of town. Mostly smoke American spirits. A lot of hipsters here, and these are definitely Parliament Funkadelics, I believe what they call them in college. That's a recessed filter, sir. It's a buy one get one free package.
I feel so seen in college. Going out partying for the next week? Yep, I'm gonna need a double pack.
I can see you're a man of culture there. That's a wood tip cigarello. That's not. That's a gentleman's call.
Easiest character I've built for Rob to play when I'm on vacation.
Oh, look. It's a bunch of bros doing shots of Negroni who just got off their shift. I'll refill my beverage.
Do it. Oh, we're into the thick of it, chat. We're into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
Got some meat on the old brass dragon. Brass dragon.
Yeah. Wasn't expecting all that, but here we are.
I wasn't expecting to get woke up by assassins, but here we
That's
are.
what I'm saying.
Also true. Also true. You can't.
All true things.
All valid points here.
I can't argue with that logic. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Oh, dude, it was excellent. Well delivered.
Clap.
Well delivered.
I thought about it. I was like, man, I should have used the Mind's Eye card, but
You did.
Chat was enjoying the
Basically
freebie.
did. Yeah.
yeah. Like, enjoy, guys, I guess.
Feast.
Beast.
He's cooking.
Snuggigator. Yeah, it is a Snuggigator.
Gator.
They have the, was it onesies? And then, we got the Snuggigator. Like,
I'll apologize, but I think I read it well. I didn't mean to force your character into having a night with Pal, but I figured based off of previous interactions that was a welcome. Okay,
Are you
good.
kidding me? I got that
love
double bed in there.
Yeah.
I'm honestly offended that he put Pal at the foot of the bed. I would never.
I would never.
Never.
I would. Here, I can fix
That's the
that.
first time I've snuggled with a
I can
cold
fix
reptile.
that. There you go.
We're both just sitting there, like on our bellies, little tails just kind of whipping at the end, just grumbling at each other. God, no.
I like how he's got
so
you
tired
on
of this.
He got you on the inside, so you're up against the wall. You got a wall on one side and an alligator on the other.
I feel safe.
Love it.
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful falling asleep with Pal though, is he will suck all of your warmth out of your body. Like he will you will wake up frigid.
Goddamn cold-blooded monster.
Also, I do want to say on a side note though, as a rocker, I love you got a little serious. I like that, a little like aggressive even.
Oh yeah. I thought about pulling it out a little more because I felt like so talked down to. It was like driving me crazy.
Christian has that effect. Like he kind of,
and I was like, no, don't lose it because that's not the point in this. Like, if I lose it, ships go down.
That's what's fun is because like he's from such a faraway place where things like are very different. Like, and and more of this will come out later. But it's like I'm trying to build kind of that like where he's from and like kind of explaining a little bit of that. But it's. He is like the ultimate like of the law, I guess. Like he's like above like in his training and all that stuff. Like they are above the law. Parts. Yeah, like he basically like.
So you're Judge Dredd.
Kind of, yeah.
The law.
He's a Narius is who he is. But
it's hard to say like he is the law because it's not. I feel like that diminishes it. Like he's like a higher calling, I guess. I don't know how to describe. Like you know what I mean. Like, but I'm trying. Like that's the thing that I've been really kind of trying to focus on is that like there's very certain ways that things are done, and like it's so funny that you were like, what do you mean we almost died? And like when like Christian, as bad as it sounds to say, is like the most effective you've been. You haven't been in control. So for him, it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's that tricky, like, and that was his subtle dig, which I'm sure, like, you know what I mean? But it's just kind of
greatest moments.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know what's going on. I'm like Zenitsu, man.
I love that you're like he's like a preteen that wants to move, and then Bud's like, oh, like all about that. Like, no, I didn't mean it like that. I was dying.
What a snap!
It was
dude, the accidental zinger from left field, like, oh, and Bud from the top row.
Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, and it was accidental all the way around because it wasn't even like myself. Like, no, well, it truly it wasn't even like me noticing the zing until like 2 words into the sentence, and I was like, oh yeah, haha.
shut up.
No, well, at that point it was already in. Like it was, we've committed. We're doing the bit now.
No walking that one back.
Nope. Sucks I don't get your facial reactions though, Ice.
Dude, I am so angry about it. You know how many times I've looked up at an empty fucking like arm right now?
I'm so angry.
After Ice like lecturing me at PAX and be like, I need facial expressions, and where the fuck are you?
Where's your facial expression?
She's drawing them in her notes right now.
Oh. I can't wait to see the notes from this session. Ooh.
I had to stop
Christian. Fuck
especially because I wasn't expecting to roll high. I was like,
idiot.
okay, like I'm not gonna be the one to like do anything. I want to be like kind of brooding in the corner because like this is kind of bullshit. I'm getting kind of angry. Like you're putting us in danger. And then it was like, okay, cool. Now I'm the only one that rolled to talk. This fucking.
Yeah, and you had enough, and the arguments from everybody was there. Like. I think there's the respect from like Tarben being like, it's not my play. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know,
because but I think you're the only other person who saw the mask when it was like up.
Yeah, but I rolled so shit on my perception.
Yeah,
and I ate that and let that go.
So I knew like Adam knew what you were asking. Mm-hmm. Like I knew like, but and that's why I kept saying because. To Christian,
that's why I kept calling it a mask. I kind of like that everyone else like. That's why I wanted to leave.
It's a helmet.
Note of like, it's a helmet.
It was so good. Because I'm like,
that was honestly the best ending to that scene. It's a fucking helmet. Slam.
Going out with my friends, Mom. Be back later. Coming home after curfew, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yes, I'll pick you up some eggs.
Also, I love the Krak was like, yeah, I mean, I offered to do that, but I feel really dirty inside. It's just like I offered to like keep him like tortured for like a very long time and keep him alive, but like I feel kind of gross. Like, I don't
like the way that
do
feels.
Krak offered to keep him alive, but what happened while he was alive? Krak was just trying to ignore that a little bit.
But you know, that's you know the nod, right? Christain is. I mean, he's from a ruthless place, and like you have to be, you know. And you're gonna have that draconic influence, right? So it's like, I don't know, he's like, he's okay to, you know, to him, it's justified to do a little torture.
Just a little
Hi, Rob. Welcome back. We've been
Little
having a
blood
great
play.
conversation about all the shit that's happened tonight. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
What's it taken?
No need for a post show. Just look at the 10 minutes that you had right here. Just cut that out and we're good.
Hold on, man. We still got a whole other half of the episode to go.
No, I'm just gonna brood and walk out every scene.
I'm Christian.
Hey, that's my line.
I'm Christian.
Where are the assassins, Markos? Where's Rachel? That's my sword. No.
Fortitude saves.
I'm willing to do mine at disadvantage if you want, because I
RP
probably
it
didn't
as
sleep much.
you.
Yeah.
Oh. That you
Krak up early in the morning.
Of course he is. Look at all this poison I got. It's just like kid in the candy
So
store.
many things. So many things. Yeah, so Krak wakes up early. He didn't spend a lot of time last night making anything or doing anything, so he wants to make up for that and wake up early, start examining the poison that the assassins had, and then like kind of perfecting a little bit more of the tricks and that he has shown off so far, to make sure that, you know, he's still doing everything correctly and for the tribe, like we established 2 episodes ago. Like, this is his mindset now, is like, this is now everything he's going to do now is for the betterment of this group. But he doesn't wake anybody else up. He doesn't make coffee. He doesn't do anything like that. He's a little selfish in that regard.
baby steps.
I will say I was the next highest roll, and that was exactly what Bud was wanting to do, because he had the mission to wake up in the morning and make a "I'm sorry" stack of pancakes.
I mean, I'm sorry, pancakes are pretty good.
He sees Krak rummaging around. Hey, that was a wild night. Did you get rested?
Yes. Yeah. I think I'm ready to go for the day. I think I'm good for ready.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on making some breakfast if you want to help, and we can do some pancakes and coffee, and if we can get everybody at least starting the day with a good meal.
You know what's really good for pancakes? It's like
I'm afraid of this answer, aren't I?
you take the bacon and you bake it beforehand, and then you throw it in the pancake while it's cooking on the one side, but raw on the other side. So then when you flip it, then you have a bacon in your pancake.
I am not afraid of this answer at all, and let's get to fucking work. That sounds delicious.
I want pancakes so bad right now.
Dude, it's
I'm ordering IHOP tomorrow. Damn it.
And we haven't been to the grocery store yet, but I imagine there's like a little market like a small market that's like close to us because we're in the city center. So we'll like do a quick little run to the corner store in the morning and grab
Dude,
breakfast foods.
There's a tropical bodega, dude. 100%.
Oh, get some like fresh pineapple.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee. Some OJ with natural oranges, you know. Oof.
So yeah, that's the mission in the morning. Krak and me go run and grab some food to come back and whip up breakfast.
Adorable as you two.
And yeah, you can get some pineapple and some Pineapple Express if it's a bodega.
Yes. It's a
just make the pineapples faster.
Makes me faster.
straw grass umbrella as you guys take off. Well, it's now just a heavy mist that's going on, but it's coming down.
Classic marine layer.
From the craziness of the storm last night.
So wait, what do? You bake the bacon first, and then
so you bake the bacon and that way the bacon's nice and crispy and it's not like too fatty, too like greasy, and then you like put it out on the pancake. So when you put the pancake on and it's cooking on the one side, you put it in the batter of the non-cooked side, and then you flip it over.
All right, let's give it a shot. Bacon's out of the oven.
Survival check.
The bacon is raw.
I'm helping you. Or whose survival's better? I don't know. Let's see. I've got a +3.
Yeah, leave it for Krak the cook to actually be an amazing cook.
Yeah.
He's not just cooking up in the old crazy chamber.
I'll give you
+7.
+2 with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Remember,
There you go.
you have the any tool, so if you need any tool to cook, you got it.
There is a baking stone that's left from Martha, the real estate agent.
Yes, there is. That's her favorite pizza
She
stone.
was in on it. We fucking slit her throat.
Well,
Never trust the snake.
obviously, she has 13 cards down there because it's from her pampered chef. It is an invitation to her next pampered chef party. That if you guys are looking for more stuff in your kitchen,
Oh, Nat fucking 20!
Nat 20
go.
on bacon,
cook needs
bitches.
Let's go. It's a favorite, best 20 to get.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Hey,
Yeah,
go-
like Krak somehow finds a way to quickly construct on the this baking stone, quickly construct an oven structure so that it keeps the heat in, and then you see him like find a tin sheet, and then you see him find some sort of rack so the bacon can rest on the rack and the grease can go to the bottom, and gets the bacon all nice laid out, and you see him do this like weird thing where he like puts dips the bacon in water a little bit, and so therefore the bacon doesn't shrink either, and while it's baking, and gets it all nice and everything there, and he's got the bacon out, and he just like, once the bacon's done, he just stares at you like, oh, okay buddy, it's now your turn. I did the bacon.
Okay. Right. Pancakes are my specialty.
Pause.
This is what we're known for.
Pause. Very important question. Okay, more important than any RP that happens here on out. Okay, if you actually put water on bacon, does it not shrink?
I think it's either water in it or baking soda. It's like a weird trick. I'll look it up. But
Okay. I'm
it was a
sorry.
weird
I'm
trick
just
that,
like you said, don't
make
shrink
fun.
bacon. That's all I thought about. So I had to know.
If you put water in the pan with if you don't have a drip pan in the bottom of it, it'll help it cook more evenly.
yeah.
Okay,
There's
sorry.
There's another trick though. Instead of your bacon like shrinking and malforming, like it'll stay straight. I can't remember what it is.
No one give me shit either, because you all were thinking it too.
No,
Chat, I know you're out there like, damn, that sounds like I need to look that up.
rinsing
too.
bacon with cold water will help it prevent from shrinking as much.
See, I was right. Thank
100%.
God.
All right, well, I
It
It does
okay.
the opposite for me.
I have bacon.
It's a whole country trick.
All right,
Yeah,
rolling
and,
for pancakes now.
Dusting with flour too, you'll end up with a
Little crispy.
Ate that one.
So,
Decent pancakes.
with a nat 20, you guys will receive a hero's feast. Nourishing and revitalizing. This magical food casts neutralize poison, remove disease, remove fear on each relevant target if they have that affliction. Then each guest also recovers 100 up to 100 hit points. They gain 20 temporary hit points.
Yo.
And you get a +2 bonus to saves against disease, fear, poison for the next 24 hours.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Hell
This one's
yeah.
better than that other game system we don't
so
play
much.
anymore.
Other games.
Well,
Is that an effect we can drag onto our character, or
no, just give yourself, the only thing that that affects you right now is
the temp HP?
the temp HP. I don't know if Hero's
It'll be
Feast is
perfect for when
automated
we
or
wake
not.
up and start fighting each other.
How much was the temp HP again?
20.
20.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's like one regular attack from a regular bad guy.
That's a third of my health.
Rob, my shield's like pretty banged up. Is that something that I need to go
It
get,
resets every combat.
Okay, I didn't know if it was something like I just do maintenance on it or whatever. I didn't know, so I just wanted to.
Well, with nat 20 bacon, you should probably put some bacon on it.
Rub some bacon on it.
Funny bacon.
Put some bacon on that shield, for God's
If
sakes.
only I would have added water.
He's got a shrinkage problem. It's not enough for his shield.
The
you guys-
the pool was cold.
Finally, the real reason why Christine is such a moody bitch. Shrinkage problem. His armor's definitely compensating.
Yeah, it looks like you could just drag and drop the neutralization, but it doesn't look like anything else is automated there. So,
No worries. I was just
hey, we have to check. We don't know.
Yeah.
Shit might be.
Love it.
Everyone else waking up.
Akiko, I believe you were next up on the roll.
I'm gonna very loudly pop my door open. You're gonna hear Pal's little skitter right out, as soon as one of those where the dog's waiting at the door, and we smell bacon, and he's just
He's been hissing at you all morning.
and we're gonna kind of race each other and head down towards the kitchen.
Oh man, racing a gator down a hallway would be so hard.
Fucking scary as fuck. Are you kidding me?
And
You know
remember,
that dude runs with his
He's got
mouth open for
agility,
food.
so I'm gonna.
he can't actually walk downstairs, so remember he slides.
Yes, he does. He just missiles down with his mouth open.
Amazing. I'm just gonna put my feet on him and just kind of slide down.
Yes.
It's this ruckus in the hallway when I open my door and I just had enough time to see her starting to surf down the stairs. That's a new one.
Imagine you get down to the bottom of the stairs and I look up and I see you and we make eye contact and I look at you and say, hey, I made pancakes. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. That was rude of me. I didn't mean to put my foot in my mouth. Do you accept my apology?
Of course, you brought pancakes.
Wow, that went a lot easier than I thought it would.
Completely blow it off and make it seem like it was absolute. I'm not even making eye contact. I'm grabbing a pancake straight off the stack and just kind of holding it in my hand.
Oh, you see this big, huge sigh come out of Bud. Okay, cool. Let's get some coffee going, and I'll go back to working on the French press that I was working on.
With the sound, the word of coffee, Tarben finally makes it down the stairs. What? You didn't brew the coffee yet?
It's coming. It's coming. Told you, Bearfolk. Don't get it all twisted up in your little gooseberries.
Gotta start with my coffee. Although that bacon does look goddamn delicious.
It's honestly the best bacon I've ever had.
Is there a crispy strip sitting out that I can snag, or is it all being put together in your assembly line?
There's still some. I haven't made all the pancakes yet.
Nice. And grab that in my my Merrowstrand Chamber of Commerce coffee mug. Go over to Krak. Look at that bacon grease tray.
I'm just
You're gonna
imagining
use
like
all
a
that?
giant, like, don't talk to me before I've had my coffee mug.
No,
It's what you call a hodl. It's a hodl of coffee.
It's got that logo on it with Merrowstrand Chamber of Commerce.
And the year of that cup for sure is on there somewhere.
Circa
it's like-
713 EE.
It's like 12, 13 years old too.
Yeah,
Been
yeah,
here
yeah.
a while.
Got those like porcelain cracks all on the side of it.
Yeah. Inside still pitted from all the coffee that's been in over the years.
Just pour some of that bacon grease in my cup, just a little bit.
It's first Friday coffee, early early morning gets the early morning fish gets the worm. It's like very 1990s.
Hey, does anybody know if Christain came back last night?
I'm just gonna kind of roll my eyes and look away.
It doesn't. Krak just goes, Mr. Tian.
One way to do it.
Yeah. I think at that point, hearing that, Christine's probably been in his room and he's heard all of the ongoings and and he's just kind of like prepping himself, and then he kind of stands up and once again, fully armored, walks into the kitchen. Did you call my name?
Yeah, there's pancakes.
Oh. And bacon.
Yep.
Do you have any salad?
For breakfast?
No, we picked up some fruit.
That is a joke. This is fine.
Krak was like
Good one.
halfway giving Christian the plate, and as like he just like has been like slowly pulling it back the whole time until he says it's a joke, and he's like,
Who made this?
"We did, the green people."
Green guys got to stick together.
Ah. Thank you.
You're
Now-
welcome.
Before we all chow down, I think we should all kind of take this moment to just clear the air. Okay, we had a lot of tensions, got a lot of heated last night. A lot of words were said, a lot of things happened, and I think today is a good opportunity to just come together and let's put our brains together and figure this out. I think this is a good opportunity to do that. Made up a fucking badass breakfast. Nice job, Krak! As I go to give you a high five.
Yeah.
And yeah, just I think this is a good opportunity for just a mild reset.
Something Bear Lore will teach us that Ursa and Articus know. The power of the sleuth is the base and strength of the pillar. Essentially, together, we are stronger than we are apart.
Yeah. So, breakfast with friends?
Do you have coffee?
I'm first in line for that. Easy there.
Seagull flies in. Whoever's the first one going back for another pancake, the seagull snatches the pancake, simultaneously dropping a note down.
I think Pal would take a reaction jaw strike at that seagull.
Oh, let's go! Let's go!
I think out of anybody there would be the roll, and that's a 20 from Pal.
Sorry, it's armored. It has evasion. I don't know. It's just seagulls, man.
Seagulls would be a fucking rogue, dude. 100%.
It just like snacks up and then it goes back to the window and just turns around and goes, mine? Mine? Mine?
We're gonna see. We're gonna see on this card.
It's happening faster than Bud can even react to like yell at pals and not do it. Like he just Bird comes in and he's like, ooh, more food.
His teeth.
It's just you just see the feathers as it goes out the kitchen window. Pancake hits the lip of the window and then falls down. It's hanging over the top of the actual arm of the sink.
So he missed the bird.
No, you hit the bird.
Gonna-
You smacked the shit out of the bird. It went out the window and dropped the pancake.
Oh no.
Acrobatics to catch the pancake.
Yes.
I just want to catch the pancake.
Oh, 26? Absolutely. Success. DC 22. You snag that bitch.
Yeah. And then you just see me fold it up and then I just like eat it underneath my mask.
Oh, he folds it. You see it fold up into the darkness.
Yep. You see there's no syrup, like he just eats the pancake by itself.
Weirdo.
Savage.
And
Crispy bacon.
Well-
Crispy bacon's enough.
while you're there,
He's so
the
quirky.
note is attached for you.
Oh,
Well,
Wait, hold on. But before you open that, let me go get my sword.
And I look at you with that same look you gave us earlier.
Now that's a fucking joke.
I love that one.
he gives you a nod and then he sets the plate down and then just like grabs a note and then just looks and waits for a cup of coffee. He grabs his
French
coffee
press
first.
is done. Yeah, Bud goes around and fills
before he
everybody's
opens
coffee
the
up.
note, and he just kind of holds it in his hand for a second. There's like a sigh, and he opens the note to read it. Damn, boy, you hot as fuck. Who the fuck sent this? No, it's
New phone.
so
Who dis?
P.S. and so mysterious. No.
There is a wax seal on the envelope that's inside of the carrier package. And it holds a seal of which you've seen the day before. Go ahead and roll perception check.
Mm. 16.
It's a little foggy on your mind. Do you hold it just for yourself?
I probably would glance at Bud. And then I look back at it before, and then Bud, do you recognize this?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Just sitting on his bacon, like, please, please. And I'll see if Bud recognizes it as our resident investigator.
Society or perception?
You can use either.
Sweet. I will use society. How about a 30?
Easy for you to spot immediately that it is the seal of the Grand Lodge of Merrowstrand.
Oh shit. That's some big news. That's the seal of the Grand Lodge.
Right. Well, I'm sure this is probably a summons for punishment. But well, I guess we'll see. And I break the seal. And open the letter.
Inside, there are two letters. One is a correspondence, tells you to meet an hour past sunrise at the docks. And leaves little detail. The other is your correspondence papers from home. Ones that you gave Zerlian.
Well, I guess Zerlian wants to meet at the docks. Well, soon. I should prepare.
I guess that's great. That was who we wanted to talk to first anyways, right?
Yes. I think it would be good if you were nearby. Perhaps not right next to me, but close.
This is the son of a bitch who tried to set you up and kill you.
Well, we don't know that, Tarben. We don't know that yet.
Know that, and I'm still finding my footing, and I went directly against what Markos wished for, and his standing means a lot, so I'd prefer if I was to get punished. Well, I'd like you to be there in case something happens, but I'd prefer not to have individuals witness that, if you'd be so kind.
So, beach trip?
It does sound like that's what's about to happen. A little dock trip. We'll just kind of be close by with an earshot, maybe.
Oh my god, Tarben, we can wear Hawaiian shirts!
As he looks at his armor,
I imagine I could find one that's big enough for me.
What's Hawaiian?
It's these. We got these shirts when we was finishing up breakfast down under the water before we came and bought this new house. They were doing their.
Perfect. We'll blend right in. Beach episode.
I just glance at the big bear. Right. At the frog. It's like and the goblin. It's like
I remembered I have one that fits, damn it.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we got.
Tarben
We
puts
all
on
do.
sunglasses. Where'd he go? Oh shit.
Very adamant about us getting this.
Take me
Yeah.
to the sun, baby. I'm ready.
Yeah, and I just I guess I because I assume we're kind of at that point already, so I just like scarf down some pancakes and bacon and you know, get some coffee, and then I head out to my meeting place.
Whoa! I thought we was going together.
Are you not coming?
Well, I mean, you could have said something before just putting food in your mouth and then starting to walk away.
Sorry, old habits.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess I'm ready. Pal, you ready to go?
We need
got
to
his-
pack snacks. Get some snacks.
Ooh, good idea.
I wish I had my Hawaiian shirts with me. I would literally go put it on right now.
Sometimes
I
it helps to have
recommend a good mixture of berries and nuts. I call it a trail mix. While I'm on the trail, it provides sustenance and,
Well, we're going to
Energy.
the beach, not a trail.
well, life is a trail.
But life was a
fortune
highway.
cookie.
What's a
What's
highway?
a highway?
Oh, that must be that place that runs near the Rascal Flats.
Boo.
Guys, I have to do it every episode, okay? I gotta throw in one of these shitty jokes, okay?
This is gonna spill over in tomorrow. You know that. That
Chat, you love my jokes, okay? You love my jokes.
Drax in there and chat going, yes, yes, feed the beast.
Well, I mean, I guess was ready to go.
Yes, I do not like to be late.
I will say it. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Bud's like a little nervous about how quickly this is all kind of transpiring. He's not verbalizing it, but he is a little nervous as we're getting ready to leave. Everybody, I don't know, keep your eyes peeled. The timing is a little weird. I think we can all kind of agree with that.
I've been in many a situation, but if something does happen, I believe I can best it.
I guess we'll find out.
You guys doing anything else before you gather your things and head to the beach?
Each episode.
Some beach.
Nope.
Ready?
Got sword. I got my Hawaiian shirt. I got snacks.
Phone, wallet, keys, me.
Not too worried about the sun because fur doesn't burn. I should be all right.
Little zinc on my nose.
It's huge bear.
Amazing.
And it's teal too.
Beach bear.
It's in the Merrowstrandian colors.
But it kind of goes with my shirt too.
Yeah, it
I
literally
might have-
does. You got the Merrowstrand shirt on right now.
You guys gather all your things to head out for a beach day for everyone else, an impending weight on Christian's mind as he may be suffering the consequences of literal night one inside the city. You see a familiar face calling out, "Fresh Merrowstrand Gazettes! Get the first read from the Admiral here! Straight from the Admiral here! Use code DID it!" As Dennis
What did he just
looks up at the rest of you. My friends! My friends!
You little son of a bitch.
What? It looks like you're doing fantastic. Look at
It's like
this!
the most serious I've ever seen Pat or Bud be.
Do you have any idea where the fuck you sent us? Do you have any idea where the fuck you sent us?
No!
And you just gave me an affiliate code to fill out for your fucking breakfast?
Yes. I got 2 strips of bacon.
That was the worst fucking job I've ever taken from that goddamn guild. I'm never working with you again. Dog
you-
Treaders are the worst.
You took that. I don't work for the Don Dreaders. I just get people to sign up for the Don Dreaders. Don't be angry at me. You're the one who signed the papers. Who signs papers if they don't know what they're getting themselves into?
Who sells papers? They don't know who they're getting into with after they get signed.
I just want to know if you want to use code Dennis to get 75% off your subscription for the first 3 months. That's all I really want to know. Okay? How else you gonna know what's going in town? Hey, here's a free one. He throws it and hits you in the chest with it. And here's another free one. Put this one on the coffee table upstairs. Hits you
Dennis?
again.
Stop throwing shit at me.
Sure you don't want 75% off?
I'm fucking sure.
If you change your mind. Hey, that goes out for the rest of you. I know not everybody else is mad. Can't be. Odds are somebody here's having a good day.
Not me. And I
And
walk away.
you can tell he's patronizing. He's starting to follow your speech pattern as well. All right. Fine. Did you change your mind? Go Dennis! And he He gets back up on his bicycle. It's probably faster if he ran.
It's the aesthetic. It's the aesthetic.
I have half a mind to try to trip his bike, but I don't.
Did you look at the papers?
No,
I'm gonna look at the paper. I'm curious.
I do not, out of spite, where they came from.
I would, just
Big
so I
barrel
can.
man with his shirt and stuff, just sitting back with a paper and a coffee mug. This is amazing.
Sitting back there like this. Going,
Actually, I'm sorry. We're on the beach now. It's a my time.
Oh yeah.
Perception. Perception.
This is the Merrowstrand underwear section.
Oh my!
Oh, it's a fold out.
I didn't know they had bear-sized brassieres here.
Here's the best part. You've read this paper already. It's yesterday's. It's got the bicentennial of the Grand Lodge on it.
Let's go, fucking Dennis.
Dennis
What a champ. What a champ.
Dennis is hawking old papers that he's taking out of the machine.
I was trying to sell old papers.
Private
swear to
show.
God, that guy.
Shake that bear. Oh, okay.
If I do see a reputable newsie, I will grab a actual today's
Newsie.
paper.
Beautiful.
Newsy.
Yeah, as you're way through, you're able to pick one back up at the bodega.
Well, let's see what the actual news is going on now. We're not getting tried to swindled more by this fucking Dennis guy. He's mumbling.
It actually says world, tropical storm world surf record, and you can see it's fucking. There's this Merfolk. It's like on top of the 50-foot wave. It's like it would be like anybody else's no fear shirt. It's awesome. It's got the lightning strike in the background.
Epic.
That's awesome. Wow, that was a world record storm. Look at that.
Well, everything is buttoned up, and you kind of see now why the town's so quiet during your tropical storm. Whenever it storms hard, everybody goes to party in the sea, and it shows like the crazy party that raged in Merrowstrand last night that you missed out on. That's why most of the seats were kind of empty. It was all leading up to this huge storm. Everybody was underwater watching and partying in a relatively safe zone. And
We had our own party.
Speak for yourself. I'm taking mental note. I want to go to this rager. Fucking hurricane lockdown party. Let's go.
El Nino under the sea, bitches.
Yeah. Make mental note.
Party during a hurricane?
Comfy under the seas, baby.
Hunker down party, man. Those are the best when I lived in Florida.
As you guys make your way down to the beach, everybody else describe what they fork off to do while Christain heads down the docks by himself. It's your time just to have fun. What's your beach RP?
Going
Tarben.
straight for drinks and a chair in the sun.
I'm right there with you with the
Okay.
drinks and the chair, except I've got a cane pole and I'm fishing into the surf.
Best of
Dinner.
luck.
Krak has the giant sunglasses, not like the not aviators and not like the classic sunglasses like Radio's wearing right now, but like these are like giant, like more of the 1950s 1960s pinup girl style
Oh,
glasses.
yes! That is
Got the
so
cat eye.
correct! Oh my god, it is!
And he's got the zinc on his ears,
Oh,
like so his ears are completely white. He's got his Hawaiian shirt, and like he's even got a grass skirt on. Somehow he
How'd you even get
managed
that?
to find that. And he's sitting there with right next to Akiko with a Mai Tai, and just the most beach bum you've ever seen anyone ever.
Bud is like being dragged by Pal, who is so excited to go play in the waves. and that is immediately what happens once we get to the sand is, okay, here you go. And it just drops the leash and Pal just takes off into the surf. And just as a wave is like cresting, you see him like leap into the wave and just pierces through the wave, comes out on the other side, and you watch him just swim and surf around, playing through the surf, and you see as these waves are coming in that he is literally just body surfing and riding these waves in, mouth open, catching fish as he's just being pushed through the waves.
Solo gator plank.
Yes. God, man, he impresses me every time. He's the best swimmer I've ever met. I swear, best swimmer I've ever met. I'm gonna go make sandcastle now. That's my. I love this shit, and I start sitting down.
Sandcastle man, yes.
And I build. Have you ever seen those drip castles? So you make a moat, and it's not that you have like a bucket or anything. You just kind of mound up sand, and then you grab a handful of wet sand, and you just let the wet sand drip, and you make these little towers, and that's what Bud starts working on is a drip sandcastle.
I realize that in your beach gear, you look like the punk frogs from Ninja Turtles. The Hawaiian shirt open, board shorts.
A surfing gator. Hell yes. Well, we can still see Christain though, right? Do we have a view of the?
Set down my sunglasses and yep, he's right there.
He's far away, but yeah, you can see him.
Okay.
He's about a football field away.
Okay. It seems like a good spot.
Telling you right now, if I get hooked into something and he gets in trouble, you're gonna have to hold him off for a minute so I can get this thing reeled in.
Wow.
Can you fish here? Don't they? People live here?
And
there's
worst they're gonna tell us is just no.
Oh, I mean, there's plenty of people fishing. I mean, it's the Merrowstrand. Akiko,
Oh.
what are you doing on beach day?
Oh no, I was already drinking. I'm first one posted up.
Oh, okay, you're just in the bar. You
in
have
the sun. I'm sunbathing, yes.
Already, you're like, get me away from the rest of the zoo.
I'm gonna have one of my books and stuff with me, though. I did bring my books.
Like studying what getting your buzz on.
On that.
The rule of thumb is though is
A lot.
study high, test high. So you have to maintain both. You can't do one and the other.
Watch me.
Christain. As you stand on the edge of the docks, there is no Thurlian.
I'm keeping a sharp eye out. I'm still kind of sus.
Roll a perception check.
Nice. I don't think I've rolled above a 6. So.
Luckily, it's all just RP. Shit on your story.
Or is it?
You wait 10, 15 minutes. Large, fat, white cat comes strolling up next to your feet.
Look, I caught a catfish.
Look at the happiest, luckiest cat in San Diego. Look at it. Set me up in the garage roof, Dad. Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't refer to you as Dad. It refers to you as Daddy.
I'm daddy.
Yeah.
Look at that fat fucking cat.
Fortuna is right. Look at those Fortuna emotes. I love it. "15 minutes rolls by. Not a sight of anyone. Another 5 minutes rolls by.
At this point, I check the note to make sure that I got the right location.
Roll a survival check.
You just love to make me roll dice.
Yes.
22.
It's almost a 2. 22, you check it. Yeah, this is the right spot.
I wait.
Awkward silence. Only the seagulls and the fresh surf. Families enjoying morning beach day as the skies have cleared from the tropical storm previous. I'll be honest, it's a better day for fishing than just collecting your thoughts.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Turn around, there is a much older gentleman, Triton, with very, very long gray beard, hair pulled all the way down back in a long braid that goes to the middle of his back. Wearing a combination of like mariner's leather armor and a long kind of harpoonish like spear that he's leaning up on with a walking stick. Big bushy eyebrows. Those crystal bluish green eyes that you've seen so many times in Merrowstrand. You can see a necklace around his neck that comes down to the sea dragon. Goes on. Just clearing your thoughts, eh?
I'm supposed to be meeting someone. I'm waiting for them there. A bit late.
Excuse me. I apologize. You are Christain?
Yes. I do not know your name.
Sorry, I've been waiting here for 20 minutes. Wasn't expecting a landwalker today.
Oh, you're who I'm supposed to meet.
My apologies. Vinris. He extends his hand out towards you.
I shake it. It's a pleasure to meet you, Zenris.
So, I hear you had an interesting evening.
And how have you heard that?
Come. There's plenty of time for your questions down below. Grand Lodge awaits.
Can I insight check him?
Perception.
Or perception, yeah. I just want to get like a vibe on this guy.
Roll for vibe.
29.
Check his vibe, dude.
Totally.
What do you want to ascertain?
He mentions the Grand Lodge. Like, does it like? You kind of mentioned the armor. Does this seem like someone of some kind of status, or you know what I mean? Like, I guess like. Obviously, he knows about last night. So I'm, you know, and I think I'm in an untrusting spot with just like some random stranger that comes up and meets me. So I'm just kind of trying to gauge authenticity, I guess.
I mean, you can't gauge anything. You're meeting a person you don't know at the edge of the dock. It's up to you to formulate your own opinion. There's no amount of real information you can ascertain.
Oh God. Okay.
It checks out. He has symbols. He has a symbol of Guzad that you've seen at the temple that's down below.
Yeah.
It is a merfolk.
This is probably bad to say to this guy. Like this is, but Christian, he's raw. So I mean, he's absolutely what he'd say. I will go with you, but if this is a trick, you'll be the first to die.
He said
I just got assassinated, almost.
He said it would be entertaining, young dragon. Did not disappoint. But you'll need your piss and vinegar. Come. Before you kill me. And he latches on and heads into the water.
I go, I guess, like, I just do a glance over at them as they're having their beach day and
Like,
he's
we're like
fishing.
that's like the wolf at, is it the Wolf at Wall Street where he's like pointing off the boat? He's like, hey!
Yeah. And then
And they took him!
I just dive after, I guess. Like, it's a great
You
run,
grab
guys.
your
Great
Merrow
campaign.
strand,
Yeah.
slap that sucker on.
And I go. Great
I mean,
campaign, guys.
do we get to
Aside from
roll
my
to see?
character.
Give us a slow motion thumbs up that you're good. Do we follow him?
I flip you off.
Like the Terminator, the thumbs up
There
as he
he
goes
is.
into the water.
And then there's like a short
grabs
just
back
bubbles. Then just bubbles. It's just
Iron sinks so fast.
Go ahead, roll perception checks. DC 24.
No.
Oh my god.
No.
The fishing's that good, my friend.
Yo, I'm just gonna
No.
be gone.
This drink is lit.
I'm
Oh
just
my
gone,
God,
guys. You have
we
no
are-
idea.
We are tore up from the floor up.
You guys were supposed to have my back, bro.
You know what? You almost got us killed, and we're enjoying life.
Each episode.
Epic.
You guys act like this was my fault. It's Markos's. We don't know that, but fuck that guy. No, I was kidding.
Christian is the housewife on the other side of the meme, pointing at us, and we're the cat. Like, you were supposed to watch me, and we're like, fuck it, we're living life.
I feel like a 22 gets me a look up to see that nobody is on the dock anymore.
kind of what I saw too. It's over about that
Except
time.
for it's been 15 minutes later.
Yeah, right,
It's just
right.
like, it's been way later. You're like, oh, shit.
Christian's not there.
Hey guys, Christian's gone.
That's what I just said. He's
Crazy,
not
and I
there.
just put my book back up.
I didn't hear any screams.
And like, where did he go?
That is the question of the day right there, Krak. Actually, that is the question of the day.
I think this is starting to become like the question of every day.
Yeah, it really kind of is. Where's Christian at? Where's Christian at? I wonder what Christian's doing.
Maybe he went off in a huff and he's over sleeping on a park bench like he probably did last night.
Well, I would say based off of the events that just transpired and then the fact that he got an ominous note to meet him on the dock and now he is not there, I will say that my concern level has risen from slightly to yes. I mean, I'm heading over.
Act like I'm not concerned. This drink is really good.
Slam my book closed and sit up. Well, should we just ask around, I guess? Somebody had to have seen him leave.
I'm ahead to the dock right now.
Okay.
Head over to the dock to see if I can ask anybody to see if they saw a armored man.
If I can't enjoy beach day, no one can.
Society
honest,
checks.
I don't enjoy beach day.
Hey, fella, did you happen to see any tall, brooding-looking Ahmed folk standing around on the dock here earlier?
Why you gotta say brooding?
Came back somehow with another drink.
21. How brutal, dude.
I left to ask questions and came back with more alcohol. It's like,
Damn, that's crazy.
Akiko
Somebody in a
walked up and
bunch
was
of
like,
armor?
Hey, have you seen like a guy with armor? And then there's this like hot dude that's just like, no, but hey, you found me. And then all of a sudden she's just chatting up some bloke with a drink. It's just like,
Bro, my head hurts so bad from last night's party.
Yeah, I saw that. I feel like I really missed out on that one. Was it fun?
What do you think, man? He turns around. He's gonna show you. He's got Tropical Storm Linda tattooed on the back.
That is the indicator right there of how much fun you can have.
When
Yes,
they
I would
name them,
agree.
they're the best, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Linda. Yeah.
Okay. Nice talking to you. Have a good day. Make
You're
sure
a
you put on
frog.
sunscreen. Yep, that is me. Make sure you put on sunscreen.
What,
You've been-
roll on
yeah.
that 20 on perception.
Christian.
He is gone.
Oh fuck.
Anybody besides me feel like they kind of fucked up a little bit?
I do actually, very much so. Told him we'd stay within earshot and keep eyes on him, and there I was getting sucked into building a fucking sandcastle.
I was fishing and drinking.
Fuck.
Well, where could he have gone?
Well, I mean, we know where the note came from, the Grand Lodge. So, I mean, I guess hopefully that's where he went, and take a trip down there and see.
I would contact him and meet him at the dock, though, if he was going to go back to the lodge.
I'm grasping at straws here. I know that's where he got the note from. He got a note telling him to meet at the dock, and it was sealed from the Grand Lodge. So, I mean, if anybody's gonna at least know who, it'd be them.
But you're the investigator here. I mean, do you go to a brothel to read the paper?
No,
Why the hell do you go to the docks?
to go into the water.
Or go sailing, or go into the water?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
Find out
saying.
if any boats left. And if they have any boats left with an armored dragon-looking motherfucker on them, then he's probably in the water.
But that's what I'm saying. We gotta go to the lodge, which is in the water.
How much have we had to drink?
Too much.
Talking about the underwater lodge.
The Grand Lodge, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the above water lodge. All right,
No,
let's go.
no. The Grand Lodge.
They're all fucking grand lodges.
Critical
What's the other one
failure. You guys.
Oh, come on. We're in perfect vacation mode right now.
Which is why you've earned your critical failure. Christian.
my next character is so good.
You stay on the carabiner line for longer than you have before. Heading further and further into the ocean, almost as far as when you first came in. Begin to see the buildings pass. To where even now, Merrowstrand in the distance, this is end of line. Vinrus unhooks before it begins to turn back. He begins swimming over to a familiar set of tall marble pillars. As you see the Temple of Gozad for the second time.
I unhook and I'll follow, I guess.
Swimming across, he's leading you towards the steps. And it's one of those cases where you are so far behind. It's just they cut a swath between them and the water. The Merfolk are just so much faster, and they don't wait for you at all. There's no hand-holding when it comes to water speed. He's 50 feet already ahead of you, standing there floating, waiting at the steps. And as you're swimming, you see the two distinct landmarks to your left and your right. The Temple of Gozad to your left, and the coral wastes to your right. Eventually, you make it back to the steps. Christain. Last night, you were accosted by Unspoken. Tested for a trial in which you were not informed of. The mask of which you bore, that of a neophyte of Sailor's Lodge, was given to you unceremoniously. It is within our bounds to retract and make right the wrongs of Sailor's Lodge. Zerlian, your contact. You are to not speak to him until your trials are done, should you accept them. Zerlian is no longer at the head of the lodge. He points out towards the bone wastes. And you see the back of Zerlian as he's walking across the bone wastes. It is now their trial to return. If they do so, but not until their quest is done. Your papers. As he extends a hand.
I hand them to him.
As it lays in his hands, it just begins to freeze as you see his hand go that icy, forlorn cold. And he breaks it. And it just dissolves into the briny water. I do not care, nor desire to know what brought you here. I have been requested by an old friend. As from the shadows of the temple in front of you, Markos takes a long, slow walk out. Christain, I do not know who assaulted you or your friends, but we will find out. You were sent down to the death wish, wearing a mask of a neophyte of Sailor's Lodge in public, given no ceremony, no instruction. This is cowardice. These are not the ways of the Wardens. Sailor's Heart will receive a new Grandmaster. So will the Grand Lodge for the time being. I have stepped down.
Step down from the Grand Lodge.
Yes. Here, for a leave of absence. He'll go and he'll stand shoulder to shoulder to you in turn. Fenris was my deacon when I became a new member of the Grand Lodge. He is wise beyond his years, and sometimes even right for an old man. What Markos is trying to say is he has accepted to stand with you through your trials as a brother in arms. Whatever sent you here that brought you to Sailor's Heart, Markos has committed to your study. Indeed, removing his position and doing so. And pulling me out of a long, long retirement. The choice is yours, Christain. If you so choose to walk in the Warden's way, I will be your deacon. And Markos will be your brother in arms. We are both willing to sponsor you in your journey. However, it is not our concern what brought you here. If you seek us to sign off merely on a note for a period of time for some pittance in a land that we do not know, then this is your chance to walk away. But if you are here to walk the Warden's way, we will walk with you.
Life is a journey, and with that many paths. Well, I appreciate the clarity and insight into what happened last night, and there are still questions I have. I've been on a path and a journey for a long time. And while I can respect this dragon of the sea and the Warden's way, I take pause. As to who I am. And what I've already committed to. This is not something I can just step away from. And if last night showed anything, there are differences, viewpoints, things that I will not change, cannot, or I am bound to.
Whatever you were bound to, excommunicated you. I hate to break it to you, young dragon, but you are no longer a part of the pack. What night oaths you had before mean nothing.
To me, they mean everything.
Your heart is in the right place. But you have a long way to go.
And of Ulrashan, the Titan of the Peak. I still carry the boon. I did my pilgrimage.
As you should. It is yours. We do not wish to take the dragon out of you. Nor are we asking you to bend the knee to us or Gazad. We are here to teach you our ways.
Christian sits and ponders for like a long time with this discussion. The Warden's Way. He kind of glances at Markos. Why? Why move from your station to stand here for these trials?
Being a warden means everything to me. Enough so that I will do what it takes to purify her name and walk the trial for the organization. When her name is sullied.
Mental read on his answer.
He's stone cold.
I do not like changes around me. It chokes at my throat. It grips my heart. But if I am to find purpose, he takes a big, inhale, almost like embracing the cold of the sea and the brine and the texture of this, foreign element and place. Then I will and he takes his helmet off. I will start the trials.
And we shall begin, young dragon. Turn around. Face your first task. That of humility. Show grace ones who wish and have done you harm. As you see this massive shadow of a sea creature head towards Zerlian in the bone wastes. Shall we, brother?
I'll follow your lead. He puts the helmet back on.
Don't worry about following mine. Keep up with the old man. As Venris has sprinted forward, we will pick up there next week.
Oh my god.
Dude!
That was awesome. That was awesome.
That was so good. What kind of flounder was he underneath his helmet?
The flounder
I'm telling you guys, he's a perch.
fish lips. No,
Fish lips.
I made sure if you were going to start to describe yourself, I was going to say no. They don't get to know yet.
Nope. I wasn't going to give him that.
Yeah. It's like,
Me and chat know you're a flounder.
I expected him to be more fish-like.
I'm an octopus, actually.
I cannot wait for you guys to clip on and ride down like, I don't see him. Oh God, I see it.
Yep.
What's he doing out there?
Big fish.
This was supposed to be a babysitting job. We were only supposed to come in if you got attacked on the dock.
Shay memed it already, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so perfect. It is so perfect. So the reason you need to be in the Discord if you don't know what we're talking about.
All right, well, my name is Markos, and I'm moving in.
Yeah.
Dude. Wow, big things. Big things.
Well,
Pulled a man out of retirement.
He called out the excommunicado, and like I was like, yeah, that is what happened. But it's like you just kind of gotta.
Young dragons got to learn. You're here to learn.
And well, this is gonna be a rough training because there's a lot of things that are already baked in. That oh boy, this is gonna be rough.
You get to deal with Markos and his grumpy ass fucking Uncle Deacon at the same time.
I'm not saying I'll pass the trials, but
God bless, sir.
Yeah, nice job.
Now we get to go save busted ribs ass Zerlian from being ate in the bone waste.
hey,
Yeah, how beat up did he look when you saw him? He probably still looked pretty
he
rough.
said he
didn't
looks pretty fucked up.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
it's like humility, go have mercy, and I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, Drac, he's becoming he was at the Warden's Lodge that's in Old Provoco, the city above, but they fucked him over because they thought that Markos was giving him the approval. They didn't read his fucking papers and realize what was going on, so they tried to make him a new member and basically tried to get him, a rough night, get him hazed, but then individuals came by and tried to kill him that no one knows about. So there's the unspoken that we don't know, the ones that would not speak other than call him a neophyte. Whatever they are looming, obviously they have something against the wardens.
Yep.
So now he has been vetted, and I have stepped down from my position as master of the lodge to train with Christain
Makes him a
pittance.
character that we can actually like converse with and like hang out with and have a reason to be a part of our motley crew.
First, we have to fucking find them.
So I don't leave every night. Like, you guys are idiots. I'm out of here.
You got to find ways to bring the party together, and what better way than that? It's like,
I had nothing pre-planned for it. That all just happened. So
well,
yeah, I just expect that eventually there'll be something that makes sense that comes along the way. This one was perfect.
yeah.
The perfect way to do it.
Oh man, but we'll see. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun to go on this journey and see. Life is a path. So
Taming of the dragon.
Big
Love
thing
it.
we learned is don't take the zoo to the beach.
Don't take the zoo to the
It was
beach.
cocktail hour, brother.
I think the zoo did exactly what they would do on beach day. Had a blast. Yeah.
Beach episode.
Akiko doesn't give a fuck about Christian. Is his mind works where he's just
no,
like gotta
he's
focus on his
gone.
stuff, and then Crack's the same way. And I think Tarben was just like, "Oh, this feels so good."
Let's
You
be
imagine
honest.
all that fur in the sunshine on the beach, even if it's mottled sunshine. Oh, dude, that's a warm blanket right there.
There's like 4 Merfolk himbos that are talking about Tropical Storm Linda surfing. Just trying to mansplain it to Akiko on the beach the entire time. And so I fucking hooked it. I was like,
Yeah,
Just
man.
rolling my eyes on my free, sipping on my free drink. Like,
That's why she's in between a bear and a frog. That's avoidance tech right there.
are you with the frog?
No, the fox is with me.
You're in the way of my cast. Get the fuck out.
I'm with the gator.
Oh God, it's like pops out from under his
I'm
hand.
with the gator.
I love the gator protector. Oh, I love it so much. Yes,
Oh, no.
we will pick up back under the sea at the Bone Waste, baby.
Is it Tuesday yet?
Love y'all. We'll see you then.